All right, over to sports now. The Indian women's cricket team is gearing up for one of the biggest games in its history. India take on defending champions Australia in the semi-finals of the ODI World Cup in Navi Mumbai later today.
We've made it to the semi-finals, and everyone knows that we have to give 200% because there's no second chance. It's a knockout. We've all prepared really well over the last few days, and hopefully we'll perform well.
Now, this tournament was seen as India's best chance to break their World Cup duck. An impressive build-up and home conditions made India one of the strong favorites alongside their perennial powerhouse Australia. The women in blue started strongly with 2 wins against Sri Lanka and Pakistan, but 3 straight losses exposed some vulnerabilities in the Harmanpreet Kaur-led side. A resurgence against New Zealand scored their place in the semis. Now, that inconsistent league phase also saw India experiment with a few combinations, but one constant was the opening pair, Smriti Mandhana and Pratika Rawal. The duo were in fantastic touch until a leg injury ended Pratika's World Cup. Her absence has opened the door for Shafali Verma's return to the ODI setup after nearly a year. The 21-year-old is expected to partner Smriti Mandhana on Thursday, reigniting one of India's most explosive opening partnerships.
We've made it to the semi-finals, and everyone knows that we have to give 200% because there's no second chance. It's a knockout. We've all prepared really well over the last few days, and hopefully we'll perform well.
Australia, meanwhile, remain the benchmark in women's cricket. They have won 7 out of the 12 ODI World Cup editions so far and come into the semi-finals undefeated. Their last World Cup loss came 8 years ago to India, when Harmanpreet Kaur produced her unforgettable blitz in Derby back in 2017. Now, apart from a fighting 70 against England, the Indian captain has not quite fired this tournament, but her record against Australia continues to keep the champions on alert. That and Captain Alyssa Healy's calf strain that saw her sit out the previous 2 matches.
Oh, look, I think, semi-finals are anyone's game, so I don't think we go in as the underdogs or the favourites. I think it's a pretty level playing field, so, it promises to be an exciting match and a toughly fought contest. I know that India are a really strong batting order. They throw everything at us, so we certainly need to make sure that we're ready for them, and they bat with a lot of depth now too, so we're certainly under no illusions.